Hello again, everyone. This is Jeff, and I have another Grimm's fairy tale for you. Are you ready? Be sure to catch the vocabulary. Listen carefully. This story is called 12 Brothers. A long time ago, in a kingdom, there was a king and a queen who lived together very well. They had a beautiful relationship, and they had 12 sons. Yes, 12 sons. But the king felt, if we have a daughter, all of the sons must be killed. So I am going to prepare coffins for them. So he prepared 12 coffins. If his wife had a daughter, he would kill all of his sons. So he prepared 12 coffins for them. And he put the shaving, he put the shaving in there. These shavings he put on the pillows of each coffin. Now this was a very difficult situation for the queen. She loved her sons very much, and she was very worried that if she had a girl, and now she's going to have a baby, she was thinking, if it is a girl, we must kill all of our sons. What are we going to do? I don't know what to do. So the coffins were put in a locked up room. All 12 coffins were put in a locked up room, a room that was locked. And the wife and the husband, the king and the queen, never talked about it again. But one day, one of her sons, she had given him the name Benjamin. Benjamin started to ask questions about the family. And the queen loved Benjamin very much. This was her youngest son. So she told him, she said, well, why? I have something to tell you, but I am too sad to tell you, the queen said. And Benjamin said, dear mother, why are you so sad? Because the queen was very, very, very sad, because she knew the truth. Soon she would have a child. And Benjamin said, soon you will have a child. You should be happy. Dear mother, you should be happy. But the queen knew, if this was a girl, what do I do? So she was very sad about that. Now, Benjamin was very persistent. He kept asking. He was very persistent. What is wrong, mother? What is wrong, mother? What is wrong, mother? He kept asking. He was very persistent. So, the queen decided to unlock the room, the locked room. She unlocked it. And she showed Benjamin the 12 coffins with the shavings on the pillows. Now Benjamin did not know what this was. So he asked her, what is this? And she said, if I have a girl, you and your brothers all will die. So I want to think of something for your safety. 2 things. Number 1, all of you must leave this castle and live somewhere else. The second, if I have a boy, I will raise a white flag for you to see. You will see a white flag. But if I have a girl, I will raise a red flag, a blood red flag, and you must never return here because you will be killed. Remember this. You can live outside the castle, but you must not return until I've had a child. And if you see the red flag, you must never return here. So Benjamin said, yes, I understand. So Benjamin and his other brothers went to live in the forest, where they had a little house, and they decided to live there. And he remembered what his mother said. If there is a red flag, run as fast as you can away from this castle, away from this land. Leave as fast as you can, and I will pray for you. That is what the queen said to Benjamin. So, Benjamin and his brothers had a good life outside. They had no problem. They were not angry. They were not angry about their life. They were not angry. They decided to go to an enchanted magic house. They went to an enchanted house, a magic house, where they went to purvey food. So, meaning they were catching rabbits, other animals, birds, pigeons, they were going to get food. They went to purvey food, and they lived very happily, all 12 of them. They were eating, drinking together. They had a good life. Yeah, they did. Now, what happened was, one day, they went outside, and Benjamin looked at the castle wall, and he saw his mother had raised a red flag. So he knew, we will be dead. So he and his brothers had to move even further away. They could not come back to the castle because his mother put up a red flag. So she had a girl. He could not go back. Yes, the 12 brothers could not return. It's very sad. Now, what happened was, the girl, she had a golden star on her forehead. The daughter, she was beautiful, and she had a golden star. And her mother loved her very much as well. But one day, as the daughter grew, she saw her mother washing 12 shirts. And so, the princess asked, "Dear mother, why are you washing 12 shirts?" And the queen, "These 12 shirts are your brother's shirts, but they do not live here anymore." And she asked, "Why? Why do they not live here? I have 12 brothers. Why do I not know them?" So the queen again unlocked the door and showed her the room with the 12 coffins and told her, when you were born, your father, the king, said your 12 brothers would have to die because you were born. And so the princess was shocked. My brothers would die. I am going to go find my brothers, she decided. I want to find my brothers. I want to see them, she decided. So she went out into the forest by herself, and she went out to play to find her brothers. And soon she was playing in the forest, and Benjamin saw her, and he was surprised at this girl who was just too small to relate to him. So she was too small to know him and to talk. She was too small, but she was a marvel to look at. She was very beautiful with the golden star. He had to marvel at her beauty. He marveled. He was, wow, she is very beautiful. But she was so small, she was too small to relate to him. But they talked, and he looked at her royal garments, her royal clothes, princess clothes. They were royal garments. And then Benjamin realized, oh, "What are you doing here?" he asked. And she said, "I am looking for my 12 brothers. I am a princess, and my 12 brothers left me. I am looking for them." So Benjamin said, "I am Benjamin, your youngest brother. And they both cried, they both wept, they kissed each other, they hugged each other, they danced, they cheered, yay, 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 because the family was together. Now, the princess did not want to be a hindrance to her brothers. She did not want to be a problem to them. She did not want to be a hindrance. But what happened was, Benjamin said, your brothers will know you. So he put her inside a tub, like a big, almost like a big, like a basket, but very big. He put her in a tub under the table. So the brothers, when they came home to eat, he hid her from them. And the brothers came home, and they said, what news, my brother? And Benjamin said, I have lots of news for you, but let's wait. And they said, no, we will not wait. We will not wait at this. What do you have to say? And Benjamin said, I remember when we left home, all of you were very angry, and you said, if we see any women, we will kill them. If we see any girls, any women, we will kill her. We will kill them all. You must promise me that you will not kill the first girl you see. And the brothers said, okay, we promise we won't kill the first girl we see. What is your news? So Benjamin said, we have a sister, and she is here. And he showed in the tub. He opened the tub, and the princess, yay, was there. And the brothers all rejoiced. They were very happy to see their sister. They were rejoicing. And they all assembled together. They rejoiced about having their sister. And soon, she was living with them. She was helping with the cleaning. She was helping them get food. She made their beds very beautiful. And they were very happy to have her because she had been helping them. Now, one day, the sister went outside and she thought it would be nice to bring some flowers for her brothers. And so, she looked at them, and they were delicate and sweet, these flowers. They were lilies. She found a lily, 12 lilies. So, she looked at the lily. This is beautiful. My brothers will be happy. But when she started to break off the flowers, when she started to break off the flowers, her 12 brothers turned into ravens. Because her brothers turned into ravens and flew away. No, she said. Her brothers flew away. They were gone. And an old woman came to her and said, what have you done? She said to the princess, what have you done? And the princess said, I do not know. He said, well, you have made your brothers disappear. When you broke those flowers, you turned them into ravens, and they can never return. And she said, the princess said, I want to set my brothers free. I want to set them free. How can I help my brothers? They cannot be ravens forever. How can I help them? And so the old woman said, there is no way but one. You must live for 7 years as if dumb. Dumb means you do not speak. You must live as if dumb. You must neither laugh nor speak. You must neither laugh nor speak for 7 years, or your brothers will perish. They will die. Do you understand? And so she The princess was sure. It was difficult, but she was sure she would save her brothers. So, from that moment, the princess, she did not speak. She did not laugh. She did not smile. She stayed in a tree and was spinning. She was knitting, making things. And she never laughed. She never smiled. One day, a king was walking through the forest. He was hunting. And he had a huge greyhound, big dog. He had a huge greyhound with him. And he saw the princess. And he was surprised to see her. She was so beautiful with the golden star on her forehead. He was in love automatically. He saw her. Wow, she's beautiful. I want to talk to her. So he met her. And she could not speak. And even though the dog barked, and the king tried to speak to her, "How are you?" she could only nod. She could not speak because of her brothers, and she did not smile. So the king still thought she was beautiful, and he married her. He decided to marry the princess. And so she lived with him in his castle. But his stepmother, well, his mother was a wicked, wicked woman. She was wicked. And she decided to slander his wife. Slander means say bad things about someone that is not true. He decided to slander her. And she said to the king, "My son, this woman does not smile. She does not laugh. She is dumb. She cannot speak. That is not good. A woman who cannot smile has a bad conscience. She has something inside. Someone who cannot smile. She is probably just some low-level barmaid. She's nothing. You are a king. Why you're with this woman who does not talk, who does not laugh? She has a bad personality." The king, he began to think about this. And he thought it was mean. He thought it was not good, it was mean. But his mother, the queen, began to persuade him. "My son, listen, she is not good. Listen to me, she is not good." She persuaded him. And so he decided that he would try to avoid it, but he decided to condemn his wife to death. He was going to condemn his wife to death. He said to the princess, "You will die tomorrow." So the princess was tied to the stake, which is a big pole. She was tied to a stake, and there was kindle all around her. And they made a great fire to burn her. And she was tied to the stake. But then she still did not cry out. She did not say anything. She stood bravely. And suddenly, ravens came down from the sky. 12 ravens came, and they changed to her brothers. And the 12 brothers got together and they quenched the fire. Yes, they got together because she was bound to the stake. And so they decided to quench the flames. Now the king, he saw this from his window, and he felt terrible about what he had done. He ran to console his wife. Of course, her brothers also consoling her. But the king also went to console his wife because she was weeping. Being happy, also being afraid of being burned, she was also so happy her brothers returned. So what wound up happening then was that they said, "Well, this dumbness," she talked about herself. And she told the king. She began to venture. She began to say, "The reason for my dumbness was to save my brothers. I had to save my brothers. And all the people knew she was innocent. They did not doubt her innocence when they heard her story, and her brothers were there to prove this. Yes, we were turned to ravens. So the king felt very ashamed of what he did. And they all decided to live together happily, the whole family. The king, his wife, and her 12 brothers, all together, living happily. But unfortunately, the mother-in-law, the wicked king's mother, she became unhappy and died miserably. She just died because she was unhappy. Just died miserably. And that's the story of the 12 brothers. See you next time.